And Thrust Gary. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Azul. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Money. Ayo, Justin. Larry, good morning. Claudia, good morning. Death, good morning. Down in the shed, good morning. Mamba, good morning. Bonjour, Veronica. Brian, good morning. Jordan, good morning. Drips, good morning. Hurricane, good morning. Dean, good morning. Hover, good morning. And Thrust Virus. Harrison, good morning. Megan, good morning. Trey, good morning. Alan, good morning. VJ, grunting. Monies. Good morning, everybody. If I missed you, good morning. Adam, good morning. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like if you haven't already. Yeah, it's a bit of a slow morning, isn't it? Alicia, good morning. Christian, good morning. Ooh, I completely forgot to. I think someone was asking me when their one-on-one was today. I just completely forgot to scheduled 12. Choo, choo. There you go. NQ, are we finally going back? Yeah, to the abyss. It's gonna be. I feel like the music is a bit too loud. Let me know if the music is loud. Anyways, it's gonna be one of those weeks. Every time we go into like the FOMC, because I'm gonna pull up the calendar here. So this week we have CPI, we have FOMC, we have like there's a whole bunch of stuff that's really important this week when it comes to like the overall market. The market tends to. I'm just opening up these screenshots here. The market tends to go sideways or just up and down, and then we have these penny stock runners, which is fine. Like we don't mind. Also, we kind of need to pay attention to Nvidia today after the split cease, taking its time. And then GME is obviously still below $30, but it's holding above the closing price of Friday, which is a good thing. NVDA, Nvidia 120. Nvidia is actually slightly red this morning, which isn't bad, honestly. If you look at when FOMO, if you look at a name like Google, right? We go back to like when Google split. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that really quickly before we get into all the chaos. And then we're gonna come back to Nvidia. I'm gonna look at the daily charts. So let's do Amazon and Google. Okay. I just want to look at the post split price action, right? How long ago did these guys split? My goodness. Sheesh. Okay, here we go. So here's the split. So Google did the splits. Google might not be the best example though, because again, I think Nvidia is a different animal. Kind of went sideways and then pumped and then dipped. So not a clear trend there. Let me look at Amazon. Amazon might be a closer comparison here. Good morning, Archer. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. The Amazons. So here's Amazon's split. The splitties. Obviously, this thing ran, right? So um, ran all the way into the split, and then the split happened, just like Amazon, and then to the abyss, and then consolidated, and then boom skis, right? So the bottom for Amazon was $102. It's obviously at 184 now. So, yep. That was also at a weird time in the market, though. I think we have to kind of, take that into consideration. Tesla's the same thing. Tesla did the split and then straight to the abyss. Um, yeah, so here's the Tesla split. Obviously, again, these things like to run into splits because they're good splits. People look at this and say, you know what, I'm gonna get more shares anyways. Yeah, exactly. That's my only concern is that Nvidia is different, right? So even Tesla did the split and then it sold off for a few days after, right? And then retested the highs again. Um, So these companies usually run into the splits or like an event, buy the hype, sell the news, right? They run into that event and then they sell off after the event. Like I said, though, the only difference this time is we're dealing with a company that is pumping at the right time. Looks interesting, yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what Nvidia does. It's slightly red this morning. I was almost expecting it to gap up and then sell off, but I bet you a whole bunch of people can't even buy this thing yet, right? Because it's still the split. So I think that might be the problem with Nvidia here is that a whole bunch of people are not able to buy it yet. Uh, you know, mm, I need to take off some of these. There we go. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. Again, so GME doesn't look too bad this morning. It's up a dollar. BURU, it's holding 16, but it's kind of struggling at 1850. So we're going to come back to that. CLDI, a lot of support close to 23 cents, but really not breaking out, giving us lower highs. AGRI seems to have a lot of hype this morning, but it's still double topping at 15 cents. Um, KITT, obviously, we like this one. It's pushing to 18 cents, but really not holding 18 cents. So if you were looking for a brand new position, again, that retest of 1650-ish, 1650 to 16, maybe not the worst area, right? Just be careful, though, as we go into the open. The one that's actually pushing right now, though, is TAOP. TAOP. That's the one with the vibes for now. The one with the vibes, TAOP. TAOP. Nice little breakouts there. Yeah. Set up yet, John? I think so. I think that's the issue, right? Is I bet you a whole bunch of people can't even buy Nvidia right now if they wanted to. The options are not available, so they might just keep it sideways for now, you know, and then until they can really benefit, which options is a big deal. So that good luck to let's go Archer. Congratulations, well done. Well done, skis. Yeah, TAOP has been doing really well this morning. Uh, there you go. Such a yeah, Archie, you like it? Good, 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 good. Again, I don't think people really understand the value of like some of the things we offer, Archer. So I think people look at stuff like, oh, but that's just another thing I have to pay for. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad you're loving it, and I'm glad you're taking profits at the right time. Glad you're making monies. Well done, well done, skis. Alrighty, again, happy Monday, everybody. Don't forget to smash a like if you haven't already. June calls, June 21 calls for GME. Okay, June 21. Yeah, if you look at GME and you scroll back to like Friday and the end of the day Friday and this morning and last night Sunday, Robinhood 24 hour trading, there's a lot of resistance around like 3150, which is interesting. Which is interesting. So step number one would be holding that 26 from Friday's lows. Stay above 2028 would be really really good. Break about $30 and consolidate. Perfect. So let's see what GME does as the day goes on here. HOVR, good name on Friday. Still holding some of those gains though. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see if we can get some momentum as the market opens. Same thing for like DSY. Nice push all the way to $7 almost, right? That thing went from $1.90 to $7. That's pretty impressive. Um, but then now it's just stalling at $3.60. So Let's see if that thing can pop again at the open and give us some type of price action. BURU, nothing happening there for now. Again, so KITT bounce up 1650, so that's a good thing. I bet you that's going to be one of the names we pay attention to as the day goes on here. And uh, at $1.20. Good morning, Mimo. James, you're looking for an entry? I'll take a look in a second. I will take a look here. Let me pull up Benzinga here really quickly. I just want to see if there's anything on here that we haven't really talked about yet, and there is not. There is not anything on the list that we haven't looked at. So, like I said earlier, though, keep in mind this week is a big week for the Fed, just for the markets overall. So with like weeks like this, we tend to be more reliant on like penny stocks, you know. So this is the calendar for the week. Um, that's the economic calendar for the week here. So some big things happening this week, right? Um, yeah. So again, CPI tomorrow, CPI on Wednesday and FOMC on Wednesday, and then we have initial jobless claims. So Monday, Tuesday might be a little bit slow, and then chaos on Wednesday. Um, let's see what we can do with this list here. I was hoping when we woke up this morning, though, we would have like a direct theme, you know. And then we had the earnings calendar. There's not a whole lot on here, honestly. I think these guys know, right? These guys know when the Fed meeting is coming up, when the CPI data is coming up. Nobody really wants to be reporting earnings when that, you know, when your earnings results are going to be overshadowed by the Fed, right? So if you notice, every time we have FOMC coming up, like the calendar is weak, unless you know unless it's weak like into Wednesday and then strong on Thursday. That's about it though. Like it's usually super weak. Good morning, Richard. Uh, Removes the any guilt I may experience later. Okay, good. I like it. Yeah, be smash a like early on, guys, and then no guilt. You know. What's resistance for AGRI? It's that 15 cents earlier. So I say 15 cents, but really it's 14.80. There's a double top sitting up there. Um, Brian, are you looking for a breakout, or you're just asking because you want to know? Uh, Looks like you're based on oh yeah, the moon. Yep. It's because people kept complaining that, oh, but how about your green screen? KWE looks good. Looks good. It looks like TAOP selling off. So again, $1.20 resistance. It looks like kind of a double top, a weird double top at that, and it's backing off. So your next support is around $1 to 95 cents. The bottom of the pivot actually is all the way to 90 cents. So maybe that thing can go back down there. Again, Nvidia is down $1.30 for now. $1.30. Hmm. Okay. Ooh. I really do like though that Nvidia did the split, because if it wasn't for the split, like the markets would be bloody this morning. Bloody, bloody, bloody. Good morning, Ray. Good morning, good morning. Thank you very much, Jasmine. Again, don't forget to smash a like, guys. Everything just looks a bit sus, right? Everything just looks sus this morning. I do want to look at KW though. KWE. KWE. That's a nice little push. 55% there. I don't think these guys think they might have had, yeah, so they had news. So Quest secures contract valued up to 48 million for software development services with Telus Canada to support Canadian Army. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, that's a nice little push for KWE. KWE, let's go, Claudia. Let's go. Claudia's a legend, guys. A legend. Pending. Uh, pending. Okay, let me get you an invite link here, Claudia. Welcome to Legends. Welcome to Discord. Claudia, this is your invite at the bottom of the chat. So click that link and then follow the steps in the Getting Started channel, and then you should be good to go. So again, click the link at the bottom of the chat. Monday. What's the volume on that? On what? On KWR? It's showing 300,000, but I don't think that's accurate. Don't think that's accurate. So I'm gonna need to pull up a different site here, Tesh. Um, da la la la. That look like they fall back down each day after the open. Azul, okay. Yeah, KW is looking really good. Sending it. Again, so these guys had news. It was posted in Discord. If you got into that, congratulations. KW. If you're holding KWE, guys, type in yes in the chat. KWE. There you go. 77. This. Two. Love it. Let's go Azul. Okay, so this one's kind of bouncing. GME still needs to get about $30. Blah. This one's selling off. TAOP with a bit of support around $1. So let's see if that thing can hold. I'm telling you, like today just seems like we might be scalping. We might be scalping ES. Good morning, Virgo. Good morning, everybody. Again, it's Monday morning, guys. There's no need to rush into anything, please. Right, there's no need to rush into anything at all. Right, take your time. Again, like I said, it's Monday morning. On behalf of the appoint blah to approve amended for Q4. Interesting. Looks like ISPC is they're wanting to do a split. It looks like, among some other things. Happy Monday, Lori. Happy Monday. What do you think of FFIE? That's a lot of names, Connor. Are you holding all of those names? You holding all those names? No. There he goes, 77, 78. Yeah, KWE looks good into the open here. No, no, no. I don't know. I'm just asking because people will ask a lot of questions, and they're just asking because, right? You have the same question again. Are you guys holding these positions, or you're just asking because? Oh, look at KWE. That thing is cooking. My goodness, cooking, cooking. Whew. Again, if you're holding this, congratulations, right? So make sure you scale out on the way up because that's a really nice run into the open. Grab the pennies though, moving first thing according to the bottom, and then I wait for them to see. La la la. La 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 la. Mm, here we go. 75, Steven. Okay, nice. Very, very nice. That thing's gonna have to come back and retest that 9 EMA at some point here, though. So we have about another 20 minutes. That's a lot of time, right? It looks really good. It's the only thing that's really bumping into the open, isn't it? So I bet you people are looking at that and saying, "Ooh, send it." GME is slowly pushing back towards $30, so that's good. TAOP, yup, here comes that 95 ish, right? So a dollar 95 ish. Let's see if we can curl up the 50 EMA. Alrighty, kids. KITT isn't really doing much yet. BNRG again, like Azul said, be careful. That thing has a bit of support around $1.10, and then a lot of resistance between $1.25 and $1.30. Nvidia looks to be bouncing off 119, but again, let's see what happens when the market opens. Let's see if this thing immediately takes off, right? And then CLDI is holding up the 200, which is good. So 24 cents. See if we can stay above that. And then KWE is still looking like the name that wants to run. Is restricted Sky? You're holding a $1 calls expiring this week. I held them. You need some help. Okay, I'll take a look at FFIE because a lot of people seem to have questions about FFIE. I kind of posted what I thought about FFIE, obviously, right when I did the watch list. Uh, There you go. Perfect. Yeah, looks like we're finding resistance at 85 cents here for KWE. Anyways, moving on. I'm going to come back to NVIDIA. But let me take a look at FFIE for now. Um, so I kind of mentioned last, again on Sunday in Discord, how like I like that FFIE has been holding. If you look at the daily for FFIE, you notice how we keep bouncing up 50 cents, right? The problem for you, Brian, is your calls expire soon. So is it gonna run this week? Who the hell knows, right? But you notice how like this thing has done a good job though, closing. It's been below 50 cents, obviously, but it's done a really good job holding above 50 cents the entire week. Last week it did, which is a good thing. Had Brad KWE had news. It was posted in Discord, and that's why it's running. I just kind of read the news on stream. Uh, let's go. There goes new highs of the day. Lab says made $500 on KWE. Well done, Lab. Right. So again, for those of you guys asking, like, does KWE have news? The news was posted in Discord, and and some of the members got in already. Right. So again, that's what I mean by like it's a good thing to have a community that helps you with all these things. because that thing again for $500, I take it. Market hasn't even opened yet, and I bet you Lab has made the daily goal already in Discord. So well done, Lab. That thing said, thank you, bye, thank you. Let me see here. Uh, usually the open. There we go. AGRI is curling a little bit. Someone has a license plate and it's ooh wee. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. 34, blah blah blah. No 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 no. That's a what's kind of for there you go. Ooh wee. Instead of crickets? Really, Jeff? You need to send me some. It is good. Okay, you need to send me some. I've never tried anything. I mean, like, so I've tried the like beef and stuff like that, but nothing like that, Jeff. Which do you use for trading? I started using Webull. Not sure if you like it. Fair. I think Webull is at the top of the list in terms of like one of the best. You might just have to give it time. Fair mixture. I use TD. That's because we don't have Webull at the level that I like yet. So yeah. Like I said earlier, I think they had news RBSN. I'll take a look. If you live in the States, TD is so TD and Ameritrade, fair mixture. But TD is way more complicated than Weibo. Uh, so I wouldn't recommend that if you don't like Weibo. Do I need to use your indicator, Mike? You don't need any level. You just need the free version if you want. But you do have to become a member first, though, in order to be able to buy it. Good morning, MP. You're welcome, fair mixture. Uh, no, just I don't know. Again, so the Canadian version is a bit different. Sky. It's called like Easy Web or something like that. No, it's not in a demand zone. Whoever was asking that question. Who? Do I think it's gonna break $30-$40? I mean, the thing kind of even clipped $30 for now, Theodore. Not sure why you're looking at $40 yet, right? I wouldn't be thinking about $40. Anything above 31.50, I would not be thinking about that for now. Alrighty. So yeah, no. As I was saying for FFIE, FFIE has done a really good job holding about $50, 50 cents. So if it can stay about 50 cents, that's a good thing. If you're holding options, that might be your only concern is that they expire at some point. So you kind of need that thing to run sooner than later. But for now, though, I do kind of like what FFIE is doing. If you're in a if you're in the let's see here. I'm just my for some reason my stuff is glitching. For some reason my stuff is glitching here. Okay, I'm gonna need to fix this. Mm-mm-mm. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Let's go, Sky. Did your membership expire? Oh, you did? Frauded over the weekend. Isn't it crazy how often that happens, Sky? That's so stupid. Yeah. Out of your car? Wow. That's crazy. I did like the $1,500 gone? Sheesh. Happened with your car 2 weeks ago, two virus? Yeah, that's crazy, Sky. Did they break your windows or you did like was your car open? Um, so for FFIE, thoughts on KITT again, Robert. If you have a question, guys, just let me know where your position is in that particular stock. It was open. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, trusting. Yeah. Sheesh. Yeah, that sucks. I was too thrusting. I thought he was doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing. Um, it's like you were thrusting in the car. Mm-hmm. That attracted some weird people, huh? Are you in a 61, George? Okay. Yeah, you're green on your position for now, slightly green, which isn't bad. Hopefully, we stay above 60 cents for FFIE today and then, continue that momentum up. As long as FFIE stays above 58 cents today, if you're in a position, I think you're fine. Alrighty, so 58, the low from Friday, we kind of need to maintain these higher lows as the days go on. Okay. Cool. So again, I think someone also asked for AMC earlier. AMC is basically going to do the same thing that GME does. Like GME is slightly green this morning, so is AMC. Right? AMC obviously, for some reason doesn't want to break above $6 and stay above $6, so we push and then we crash. So for now, you're kind of wanting AMC to stay above $4.80 if you're in it. Alrighty, so support close to 480 for now. If you break below that level, you might see 450 again. Cool. Moving on. KWE. Is KWE safe to enter now? Fair mixture. Again, come join us in Discord. Fair mixture. Come join us in Discord. Especially as we go into the open, you want to be a bit more cautious because if people wake up, they might be selling off. They might be taking profits when the market opens on that thing. No. I don't. People always ask like, is this safe to enter? Like, there's no such thing as safe in the market, guys. Because I've already sent that specific question a few times this morning. Like, is this stock safe to enter? There's nothing safe about the markets, right? There's nothing safe. If you're looking for safe, like safe is the even the S&P is not safe. I don't know if there's anything safe in the market. Um, hoping to get in at that price lower. Nvidia. Yeah, I'll take a look. KWE is bouncing up the corona though, so 78 cents seems to be a bit of a trampoline level, and then all of that resistance below 90. Good morning, Annette. Yeah, there you go, Brad. So you're basically making educated entries based on your level of, You know what I mean? So it's not a safe position. You're just kind of thinking, okay, maybe this is a bit of a base. Maybe we bounce off this level, so I'm going to take a position. But it's not safe. So good morning. Uh, with micro in the title going, uh, yeah. So safe is not a thing. DSY, yeah. So this one did really well this morning. Obviously a brand new stock. Um, in terms of like name change and whatnot. It does seem to be bouncing off a demand zone 360 NAS. So 360-ish, 370 might be a level for you to look at. And then for resistance, you're looking at 410, 420. So almost like every 10 cents when you break above $4, every 10 cents resistance, every 10 cents resistance is what you're looking at, right? So if you look to the left hand side this morning, especially, so this is around 410. This is close to 420. That's about 430, 445, 440. So there's a lot of resistance all over the place on this one. So for now, again, clear $4, right? 410, 420, and then 430. Again, like I said, every 10 cents, you're looking for resistance on this thing. But that entry seems to be a bit more, stable. So 370, 360 NAS. Good morning, Dan. Glad you went back to bed, Trevor. Yeah. Uh, 72 dollars. No, 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 no. Well done. Yeah, no, exactly, Jimmy. There's nothing wrong with like taking profits before you go into the weekend. Nothing wrong at all. PRST. Yeah, that one was all over Discord on Friday. All over Discord. Good morning, Paige. 4 minutes before the market opens. La 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 la. Safe is stay away from the market. Yeah. Yeah, Apple events, John. Yeah, I posted that in Discord over the weekend. And then Tesla events on Thursday. The vote. CPI FOMC on Wednesday, guys. Jobless claims on Thursday. So there are a lot of things. Prevent, good morning. There are a lot of things happening this week in the markets. Lots of things. Again, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Hopefully, we can have a good week. Just be mindful though that when we go into these stupid FOMC weeks, um, it can be really, really slow, really, really slow. So I hope that's not the case though. KITT though does look to be bouncing really nicely off the 200 EMA. So that 16 pennies we mentioned earlier seems to be a bit of a base. AGRI, let me take a look and see what that thing is doing because it seems to have a bit of hype, but it's not doing much here. Not doing a whole lot. So let's see if that thing can stay above 12 pennies here. No, 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 no. See that thing can stay above. No, 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 no. Okay, let me see. How much time do we have? 3 minutes. Uh, choo, 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 choo. Choo, 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 choo. Choo, 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 choo. Mm, there you go. James, yes. Yeah, exactly, Musty. Good morning, Monty. Good morning, Peter. Ayo. Did you pull up the Nvidia chart already? I did, Brian. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up again though as we go into the open. Maybe we should watch Nvidia when the market opens. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Choo, 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 choo. Oh lordy, some people woke up with violence this morning. Woke up with violence. Good morning, Focus. Good morning, Sham. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, it looks like you came back down to almost 370 again here, Nas. GME is back to 29, guys. So that $30 seems to be a solid level for resistance. The market's open in open, one and open, one and open. Yeah, there's a lot of weird candles this morning all over the place. Let me pull up Nvidia. KWE still looks good though. Still looks like the best name here this morning, doesn't it? Look at that thing go. Oof. They're about to hold that stock up. They're about to hold the damn thing if it keeps moving like that. But $1 resistance on that thing already. So let's see. There goes 98 pennies. Pennies. I just got an alert for something. Not sure what. CLX, CX, SCLX. Oof. That thing dipped. That thing is really dipping. Here comes the Mm, here's the dip we wanted, guys. Here's the dip skis we wanted. Here's the dip skis we wanted on that one. That thing seems really volatile, though, doesn't it? So we wanted the dip skis on this one. Musty's most hated stonk. Musty wanted that dip to 11 cents. So we kind of got it. KWE looks really, really good still. That thing is not giving up. So there goes you push above a dollar actually, which is nice. Push above $1. Again, so hopefully you guys are taking profits, especially if you got in this morning in Discord, right? If you got in this morning, congratulations. Hopefully you're taking some profits off the table. Again, so 11-ish cents for AGRI and a pop. The question is, does it have enough momentum to keep pumping though? Does it have the vibes to keep pumping him? Does it have the vibes to keep pumping him? We shall see. We'll keep a close eye on it for now. I don't like the crazy volatility. I almost want to test and then a push immediately. Test and be gone. Nvidia's green. Yeah, not surprised. Right. So again, I bet you what was happening was a lot of people couldn't get into that thing, NVDA. So then that's why we're seeing that market open dip and it's recovered everything. Um, let's see how long we can stay above $120 for Nvidia. Nvidia. I bet you a whole bunch of people are buying the dip skis. Again, usually what happens with splits is, a company will split and then sell off for a few days because it's had that run up into the split already. So buy the hype, sell the news. But in the case of Nvidia is just a different monster. So obviously people are buying any dips they see. They're like, oh, Nvidia is dipping, buy the dips. Nvidia is dipping. Ooh, buy the dipskis. Buy the dipskis. Again, so KWE still seems to be holding above 90 cents, which is good. I'd like for that thing to get above a dollar and consolidate, though. Otherwise, we're going to see a dip again. Already? AGRI, that thing really needs to curl back above the 9 EMA, right? So we do like it between 11 and 12 cents, right? But that thing really needs to find a way to curl here, like now, now, now. Otherwise, it's going to have some issues. Cool, cool. Uh, it was green. No, that's fine. I'm not surprised that it was John. I'm not surprised. Russian roulette has one Valiv Agria. Yep, I know what you mean. That stock is a bit volatile. GME is really getting slapped, right? All the way back to 20 to 28, below 28. So with this one, like I said though, with Nvidia with GME, I'm not looking for dips. If I'm gonna play GME, I'm not looking for dips. You're looking for momentum. You're looking for breakouts. Because if this thing dips, there's no telling where it's gonna actually find a base at, right? You're looking for $25, yeah, right. The bottom from Friday. So if it can stay above that level, then that'd be a good thing. BURU isn't really doing anything here. There are a whole bunch of stocks that aren't doing anything this morning. So KWE though still holding 90 cents, which is good, and it's back to a dollar. So pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it. $1. So there's a potential double top though. The closer you get to like 106, right, for KWE. So be careful. Uh, yeah, Agri does look really weak, doesn't it? Like it's really weak. Did I put that in there wrong? I did. I did. Hmm. Two. Okay, I'm gonna need to edit that. On your first day trade as a legend member, death. So off 50% on KWE. First day trading as a legend member, out now, done for the day. Loving the membership already. Love it. That slice. Well done. Well done, skis. Yeah, no, this one's done really well if you took it, right? The news came out, it was spammed a whole bunch of times in Discord. If you took it, congratulations, right? Congrats, congrats, congrats. And look at that. Death is done and the market just opened. Right? The market is open and they're done already. So if you're not a member yet, you're missing out, right? By the time we come on stream, some of these opportunities are done already. And now you're looking for like, you're looking for crumbs. um, it is nice to catch some of these things when you can find that they have news and it's posted immediately. So if you're not a member yet, you're missing out. Click the link at the bottom of the chat, become a member, come join us in Discord. Alrighty. um, yeah, are you in a position, Planet? Let me know if you are. Again, when you ask a question, guys, please do your best to let me know what you're looking for. um, Please and thank you. Please and thank you, let me know. Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that. You have the entire rest of the day. Congrats. Yeah, exactly. So either look for positions that are, that meet every criteria in the book, Virgo, or just, just do nothing, right? Up 50% in a single day is pretty nice. I was looking for 150 at least. So you got in at $1.10 because you're looking for $1.50. Nvidia is back in the green, guys. So Nvidia is looking good. Again, people are buying the dipskis on Nvidia, which is nice. Nas, I don't know if you took a position on DSY because you were asking for this, right? That thing seems to be holding again 360 really nicely. We should have been watching this one a lot closer actually. Yeah, this thing is finding a nice little base at 360 there. Consistency. You got in at 370. Okay, there you go. Nice. So again, resistance at $4, right? $4 resistance. GME still getting slapped, right? So yep, we might see all the way down to $25. So we'll see. Anyways, moving on. Let me take a look at. Good morning, Josh. Back from a week vacation, trying to get back into the groove again. Okay, sounds good, Josh. Welcome back. So TAOP. Let me take a look. TAOP. So you got in at $1.10, hoping for $1.50, but it went to $1.25 planet. So this is like it's a common, because you were green on that position, right? So what I'm trying to say is you cannot get into a stock and have expectations of where that stock is supposed to go to. Like if you get into a stock at $1.10, right, and that stock goes to $1.25, your stop loss should be at least in like at break even or it's slightly in the green, right? Wanting that thing to go to $1.50 is not something that's within your control. Like you cannot tell that a stock is going to go to $1.50. Now that the stock is at it's at 80 cents. You shouldn't have let that stock go below $1 in the first place, right? If a stock is at $1.25, maybe your stop loss should be 99 cents, right? As much as you want a stock to go to $1.50, again, like I said, that's not within your control. So put a stop loss somewhere along the way, right? Because it's at 80 cents now, and you're wondering what to do with it. Set a stop loss. Can enter the chat in Discord and bots. Marcos, it's because you haven't followed the steps yet. So you just have to go to the Getting Started channel, Marco, and follow the instructions in that channel, and it's going to unlock everything. If you're not sure what to do in the Getting Started channel, there's a video at the very bottom that explains how to connect. So just watch that video and then go from there. Alrighty. No, 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 no. Okay, yeah, there you go. Uh, yeah, yeah. KWE is back above $1. That thing is actually holding up really, really well. So that 105, 106 needs to be broken. 152 on the 4 hour, Jeff. Yeah, MLGO is halted up. Thank you. Yeah, I can see that pop. I can see the pop. MLGO. That's a nice little pop, isn't it? And then immediately halted. Let's see what happens when the damn thing on halts, though. Let's see what happens. AGRI looks like it's fighting to come back after dipping like a clown stock. It's fighting to come back. It's back to 1140 here. Anyways, so like I said again, so DSY, a dollar for resistance, $1.10, and then $1.20. So NAS, really good entry by the way. Congratulations. Let's see if that thing can keep pumping here. See if that thing can keep pushing. KWE still looking good. Just needs to break out. Yeah. Well, it's dipping now and people are not buying. Yeah, that's usually how it is, Steve. I think a big part of that too, though, is like sentiment has changed, right? Like if that thing went from 60 to 50, right, and it was consolidating, I think people would still be okay with it because if the company hadn't done the offering and the dude didn't come on that stream, I think people would be more willing to buy the dip skis. 62 cents. What is support? So I can set your stop loss there, Lewis. You have a lot of shares, which is good. Well, I say a lot. I mean like a good amount of shares. Your next support is 90 cents. Alrighty, so you might have to go slightly below that level. Or again, just look at the amounts you're up and say, you know what, this is a nice number. I'm not willing to lose, all of these gains because of support. So I'm just gonna set my stop loss at this price. Um, Alrighty, really good entry though. There goes the DSY guys. That's a nice pop, looking good. So again, 420 next resistance there. MLGO is unhalted by the way. There it goes 420. Ooh wee, that's a nice push. Yeah. Yep. So here we are testing 420. Let's see if that candle actually does close above 420. I think the high for now though is a lot higher. So let's see if we can close above 420 here first though, and then go from there. 420. Spec is reversing. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good, skis. MLGO. La 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 la. 420. MLGO still looking nice. Unhalted and pumping. Unhalted and pumping. Oof, that's a really nice push. $6 resistance here. Why do I keep using these slashes? So unable to close above 420 yet though. Maybe this brand new candle will. There goes a nasty drop for KWE. KWE, and it's halted down. There you go. Hopefully your stop loss hit, by the way. Uh, that's the wrong stock. Oof, that thing just spiked. There goes 440. My goodness. Looking good. Yeah, your stop loss hits. Perfect, Lewis. Honestly, I would rather my stop loss hit if a stock is halting down below support. That's a weak excuse, Planet. That's a weak excuse. I'm using the bot anyways. I sold for a loss. Your bot said $2. That's very weak. Um, that's the weakest excuse I'm gonna hear all day today, right? You cannot get into something and you're green, right? You got another $1.10 and you're green and you're smiling, and then all of a sudden you fumble it and then it goes to the abyss, and then you're like, but, right? Yeah, no, I know. I'm so much. No, again, you're not playing it right, right? Yeah, you made $800. Congratulations, well done. So, if you get into something, you have to manage the position, right? So these are ideas; they're not recommendations for you to get into, right? Um, so when you get into a position and you're green, even if you're not, manage that position, right? The positions you're going to be in and you're green, the positions you're going to be in and you're red, right? So when you're in a position, you have to manage that position as you see fit. Yeah, GME balance of 2650. Let me take a look at TAOP. That thing was weak since from the very open weakness, right? From the very open. What's my exit point for RE? I'll take a look. What did you get in that? Yeah, no guarantees. Yeah, exactly. This is why we spend a lot of time doing educational videos. Exactly, virus. Right. This is why we spend a lot of time doing educational videos. Just so you guys have an idea of what to do with with these alerts. There goes MLGO, guys. New highs of the day, looking hot. Right. So again, this was another bot alert. Right. So what's this one doing? Absolutely crushing it. Um, right. If you're holding MLGO, type in yes in the chat. right? So Catalyst is in at $5.63. Well, the stock is at $6 now. If Catalyst doesn't manage his position and it crashes back down to 560, and that's going to be a weak excuse as well, right? So again, you get into a position. Yeah, there goes Catalyst, right? Catalyst took the bot alert, right? From $5.60 something. That thing ran to $6.30. You just have to manage that position as you see fit, uh, without knowing how to draw. Yeah, there you go. So you have to manage your positions, right? TAOP again. Let me look at TAOP, right? That thing initially alerted below 80 cents, right? So from 80 cents, that thing went from 80 cents, okay, from 80 cents to a high of $1.25. That's a really good run. So it's up to you to manage that position as you see fit, right? So again, look at the charts, look for the breakouts, look for, don't let it come back below the breakout zone, right? So for example, let's say I'm watching TAOP, right? And I've mentioned this again. We talked about this the last time we had a class. That was last Friday. Was it last Friday? I think it was it last Friday? Some at some point last week, right? Um, we talked about this. If you play a breakout, like if a stock breaks out, don't let it go back below the breakout, right? We talked about this. So if this is resistance on the left hand side right there, technically on the left hand side, technically this is a breakout because the candles did kind of close above, even though they're crazy long candles. So once you break out like this, don't let it close back below that level, because if you do, you're just asking for trouble. Because as soon as it did, it just started crashing and crashing and crashing, right? It looks to be finding a base around 75 cents, but be very careful. There's a video right now. Go to the education channel in Discord, education channel. There's a video in there that explains how that works. There are a lot of videos in the education channel that explains how all the channels in Discord work, how the alerts work, what the different things mean. Um, yeah, there you go. So MLGO, you made monies. There you go, right? Nitro says made monies. Hit my stop loss. There you go, right? So people are making monies, right? If you're holding MLGO, type in yes in the chat. There are a lot of stocks pumping this morning. My goodness. Uh, what'd you get in that, Gary? Renb is absolutely pumping too. Renb, yeah, Renb looks hot. Again, that's another one that's coming up the bot, isn't it? The initial alert for this thing, that thing is halted up, by the way, right? So the initial alert for this one in Discord, this thing initial alerted in Discord at 9:45. Well, when's 9:45, guys? 9:45 is right there on the breakout, right there, there's your breakout. Again, if you're going to play the alert, it has to be a breakout. If it's not a breakout, maybe stay away, right? This is a break above resistance, close above, boom skis, halted up, right? Like those are amazing. um, Again, please make sure you know exactly what you're doing. Make sure you know exactly what you're doing. There you go. Nas says I got in, right? So um, last Friday, okay, there you go. Nvidia broke below 118, so sell-offs. Again, that's usually my expectation when I go into a split name, is I expect it to sell off after the split. My only hesitation this time though was because it's Nvidia. Nvidia has a lot of hype, and people love buying the dipskis. No, 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 no. Just below the all-time low. I don't mind that, Justin. Yeah, you can move it a little bit higher, but I don't mind as long as it's not a massive loss, Justin. I don't mind. Alrighty. So yeah, Renb is halted up. Halt. I'm gonna MP. I'm gonna scroll back up and look at your question again because I think I initially missed it. My goodness, I've hmm, that's quite a high entry. Choo, 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 choo. Are you good to go now, Marcos? With Discord, let me know because I might have just received your message late, but I don't know if you actually if you still need help, help, help. Choo, 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 choo. Yeah, if you're looking for like a long-term investment, if you're looking for a long-term investment in yeah, that thing is looking sus, isn't it official? Right? That initial dip was that initial pop was nice, but then after that it's been looking sus. Um Initial pop. Yeah, KWE is still selling off. And did you take gains from this one, Naz? You're still holding it. You're still green in your position and it still looks fine. Um just asking if you took some gains off the table. FCell, yeah, FCell had some news this morning. Yeah, if you're looking for a long-term investment in Nvidia, like I would like if I was looking for a long-term investment, like I would scale it. Um, I would scale in slowly. Yeah, this week is gonna be just constant chaos, up, up, down, up, down, up, down. So I mean, we'll see. $4.10. Nvidia is back to 118. AGRI is back above 11 cents. RenB is still halted up here. MLGO retesting the view up at 570. So let's see if we can stay above 570 already. Stay above 570. Let me see. No, 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 no. Okay. Mm, don't like that watch list at all. RenB is also unhalted and dipping. Unhalted and dipping. You can really tell that like it's a Fed week because everything just seems really sus. Everything is sus. Ooh, the markets are kind of bouncing a bit there. The markets are bouncing. Where's Joe? Joe is hiding. 75 cents. Hmm. Yeah, I don't like that one at all. A retest of a whole dollar? What do you mean? Oh, you mean because it went from the top to the bottom? Yeah, more like 390 at the 200 EMA. Update. It looks like it's trying to form a double bottom here, Binda, at 75.76 cents. So if that thing can stay above 70 cents, that'd be a good thing. Uh, I might have missed your question, Rusty. Might have missed your question. And you're happy 5%, Eugene? There you go. Congratulations. Uh, Let's go LF. Well done. I like it. Can you look at TEL if it appears to be moving in the last 2 weeks and it has a high borrowing cost? Okay, sounds good, DTB. I'll take a look. Oh, Trevor, I see what you're looking at. Yeah. Official, KITT. I'll take a look. Telling you, like everything just looks sus. The sporting, sus. Here comes a potential retest of 170 here for RenB. A potential retest. Hmm. Okay, perfect. Okay, let me pull up some other stonks here. Um, I'll take a look at that one too. MLGO, you sold at Page. Look at that, guys. So Page got into right. MLGO made monies, right? Page could have easily diamond handed this thing. Again, it is the way you manage these positions, right? You have to manage these positions. You have to take profits, however small they are, right? Page. I don't know where you got in at, but Page sold this thing at 633. Page sold MLGO at $6.33. If Page did not sell that thing up there, look at the stock. The stock is at $5.50 now. Page would say, you know what, like, I don't know, these things are not working for me, right? But again, it's the way you manage these positions. There will be profits, small and big. You just have to find ways to manage. So, Page, give me a high five. Give Virus a high five. Look at that, right? Page got in at $5.76, right? Sold and made money and moved on. So instead, if she held this thing for long enough, well, she'd be holding a nice little bag now and praying that it goes back up. So just rooting for the breakout Azul. I know that's okay. Spam away, right? So again, secure your monies, move on, please, please. Anyway, so DTB was asking for tell. You have some $1 calls. When did those $1 calls expire? That thing is up 7% today, so that's not too bad. You should be green on those $1 calls. I think that thing looks like it has a lot of resistance at a dollar. This thing's been sitting at a dollar for the last 8 months now, hasn't it? Well, it's been failing at a dollar, right? Every time we go close to a dollar, they seem to slap it back down. So yeah, when did those calls expire? And how green are you on those calls, DTB? Let me know. Oof, a lot of bloods. Indeed, stay. Exactly, LF. Exactly. What we don't want you do, what we don't want you doing though is let's go, Greg. Welcome to Discord. Welcome. What we don't want you doing though is complaining about something that is a mismanagement. Complaining about it, right? If you're not sure how it works, please ask for help. Like, hey, ask like, hey, how can I do better with these bot alerts? uh, right? Ask. We will help you. Like we've obviously done videos, but we will help you out and say, you know what, this is what you need to do. Look at this instead. Do this, do that, right? So if you're not sure how to use them, but complaining about something that other people are crushing and making a lot of monies on is not the right way to go about it. Uh, Anyways, again, Greg, welcome to the community. This is your invite at the bottom of the chat. So click that link and follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Yeah, you know what I mean? Choo. So yeah, so again, DTB, let me know. Let me know what your position again. So how green are you, and when do those calls expire? Because it makes a huge difference. Because if those calls expire on Friday, you might want to start thinking of like, you know what, maybe I need to start securing my profits out of this. Whereas if you have 6 months, and then it's a whole different conversation to have. You want a third scalpy? Did you get back in again? Yeah, same bottom 370. Justin, yeah, nice. Yeah, that thing loves bouncing up 370. So hopefully this time it does again because that's like the millionth time it's bouncing up 370 now. watching as it tanks. Yeah, the news, usually you get that initial reaction, right? You can play that initial reaction, but if you're looking for, for a longer term play because you like the news, you really like the news, and then you're wanting to see a dip, which is exactly what it's doing. So as long as it stays about 60 cents here, not too bad, Christopher. Do you have stats on how many success you've had in the community, Carlos? No, we just make monies. Right? So no stats needed. There you go. Yeah, I'm kidding, by the way, Carlos. But no, I don't really have any stats on Again, our main goal in the community is education, right? If you're struggling, ask for help, and we will try and help you out. Tesla, what's Tesla doing? I actually haven't looked at Tesla this morning. Tesla green? Nah. Tesla, every rally, like every time Tesla gets close to like 179, 180, it's puts, immediate puts. 179, 180, Sky, immediate puts. Uh, I'm kidding. Yeah. So now that it's dipping like that, when Tesla is dipping, you want to be a bit more cautious. Yeah, yeah. So the last time we did, we bounced off close to 176. So it's not too far off that level for now. And Agri just keeps going back and forth. It seems like. Look at that. MLGO is almost at $5 again, right? And Page took the alert at $5.76, sold at $6.33. The stock is back to $5. So again, manage your positions because these stocks are going to pump, they're going to crash. July 5th, you bought $1,000 worth $5 calls. You bought $5 calls. Oof. Just put them on sale for $10 a call. Going to try and take profits. Like too much resistance at $1. Yeah. Okay. The one good thing is though is that you have a lot of time. You have a lot of time on those calls, so that's good. I would watch the stock. And make sure that again at the end of the day it stays green. Alrighty. Make sure that it stays green, and you should be okay. Yeah, spec is doing okay. Na, 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 na. The squeeze is coming. Did you get back in GME, Musty? I feel like you did. Let's go, Azul. Trevor says I was constantly losing constantly before I joined. Now I mainly match and try to understand the moves on stocks. I no longer take big losses, so has saved me from making bad choices. Let's go, Trevor. Let's go. Let's go. Peter, when did you get into that thing? You got in? Peter got in at 10 cents, didn't he? 10 cents, Peter. Let's see. Again, don't forget to smash a like if you haven't already, guys. Um, don't forget to smash a like if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us, click the link at the bottom of the chat there and come join us. Cool? Cool. GME. I feel like Musty got back in GME. He's waiting for the squeeze. The daily actually doesn't look too bad for GME, does it? Like it's not a bad looking chart. It's just the crazy volatility. That this would be a really nice bounce area for GME actually. Right off 126, that would be really nice. Yeah, I'm gonna look at spec. That's where right where the chronal is sitting at, and also the 20 EMA on the daily. So that would be a really good spot for GME to bounce. I bought a few GME. The first at the open, you have to wait to buy. Yeah, there you go, Steve. Yeah, that's a really good spot you bought at. If GME can just find a base around that price and pump, that would be perfect. That would be perfect. No, 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 loaded up at 26.75. Wow, everybody's loading up on GME. Loading up, loading up. I'd be looking for close to 62 cents, Mr. U. So 65 to 62 is what I'd be looking for. And then I don't think I'd let that thing go below 60 cents. Alrighty, keep that stop loss really tight. Agri's back above, back to 11 cents. Back to 11 cents. Peter is not going to tell us what his entry is. Peter just wants that thing to, Peter wants that thing to go, 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 go. Yeah. Go, 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 Peter. Nvidia is at 119, guys. So people are buying the dipskis on Nvidia here. They are buying the deeps at 1060, Peter. Nice. Well done. Well done, skis. Oh, that was a bit of a sus position, wasn't it? Bit of a sus position. Let's see. Nvidia. Do, 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 do. There you go. Good exit. But yeah, especially with the S&P dipping here. What's the next resistance? Are you in it? Be careful, Eugene. I think they're planning on voting for a split or something like that. So be careful. Doo-doo. No, 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 no. Yeah. You made profits and got greedy, and you did, Eugene. Dang it. Yeah. Yeah. Don't play around too much with these penny stocks. Yeah. When you have the gains, make sure you're managing it with. Oh, that thing came all the way back up, guys. Look at that. Let's go, Justin. Woof. Let's go. There you go. That's the second entry now at $3.70 for DSY. Right? Out of 420, congratulations. That's a good play. Congrats. Yeah, that's your third scalp. Yeah, this thing's been scalping off this 370 all day now. Since pre-market, 370 pop, 370 pop, 370 pop. Same demand zone. So that's a pretty nice push. And it's failing again, isn't it? So good exit. Yeah, calling it done on that. Let's go. Three scalps. Well done. Does anyone understand this? Hmm. About five. Ay, KWE. Yeah, it's trying to consolidate. Trying to consolidate off 60 65 cents. Trying to spec. Yeah, spec popped and then dipped straight back to the demand zone, 53 cents. Curry says, what do you think of about Apple? You have a $200 call. When does that call expire, Curtis? And are you green on that call? You need 40 cents? Let Peter isn't in, I promise. Does the stock believe you, don't Peter? No, GME's no 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 only no no no. Okay, sounds good. The one. Yeah, Curtis, are you green or red in those calls? Hmm. Apple. I was looking at Apple over the weekend, and Apple has a lot of resistance up there, doesn't it? Like if you look at the daily, yeah, look at that, right? So all of last week, basically, we for some reason we just couldn't push for that 200 on the 28th. And are you green on these calls though, Curtis? There's a lot of resistance up there for Apple. And if you scroll to the left hand side, it's the same thing. Like we've obviously struggled around 200 for a long time now. Since the end of last year, Apple has been struggling close to 200. You're green? Okay, that's good. Um, so what's the bottom for Yeah, if I was in on these Apple calls, I would again. So depending on what you want to do, with them, I would just, as long as Apple stays above 194, I think you're fine. So I would keep them as long as we stayed above 194. If we break below 194, though, what's happening now is we're breaking below Thursday's lows and we're breaking below Friday lows. 2 days of lows. So I would get rid of it if it did that. For now, though, hopefully it stays above 194. Uh, an $80 split, Gil. Oof, nice. So you're just adding to your position, Gil, or you're just adding to your position as a long term play. Yeah, I would honestly, Gil, I would just wait. I would just wait for Nvidia then, if that was the case. Right? Obviously, it's red today. I would either wait for the next breakout or just wait for a proper dip ski for Nvidia. If your average is $80 and you're nice and green already, anyways. Yeah, there goes DSY is just sending it, just sending it. So 370, really good spot. Oof, that thing is cooking now. That's a really nice push. My goodness. It looks like we do have resistance though at $495 for DSY, but that thing really cooked. That thing really cooked. You want to add? Yeah, and then just add a little bit at the time, then, Gail. Yeah, you think you're gonna wait? Okay. Yeah. DSY. So four ninety $5 resistance on that one. After you jumped out, Justin, yeah, yeah. The fact that it kept coming back to that high was a sign that it really wanted to go. WLDS. Or still on the resistance. Well, I mean, it broke out, but now it's on the brand new resistance, Eugene. So, and it's failing already at the new resistance level. So maybe on a retest of the 9 or the 20 EMA, that might be a play for you. That's if it even gets close to 420, 430. That's if it even gets close. Ooh, that would have been a nice short. I should have kept that short. Wow, quite a dip. WLDS is doing really well. That's a nice push, and it's still going. Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be that type of week. So again, ooh, that thing is sending it, guys. WLDS. Ooh, 60. That thing is cooking, guys. Oh my days. 64 cents, 65 almost. Damn. My goodness. 90%, just like that. That thing moved really quickly. 66, 67, 68. Wow. Sheesh. So highs of 68 and then a dip. 68 and then a dip ski. This one you almost had to jump in really quickly and then take profits really quickly. Uh no. All the way. Uh Let me cook. I know, Peter. I know. Yeah, or just really quick scalps. It really is official. Like today is that type of day. You're having to lock in gains like really quickly and just move on. Get in quickly, get out quickly. Um, yeah, official. Yeah. So there goes the dipskis, right? So that 430, 420 for DSY. Let's see if we can consolidate above 420 and then just push back up. It's quite the crazy candle. 490 all the way back to to retesting the 20 EMA. It's a nice dip though. Crazy candles today. Nvidia is almost back to ooh, look at Nvidia go, guys. Sheesh. Nvidia is almost back to the top to $120, right? Again, this is why you just have to dollar cost average it into Nvidia, because people seem to like want to buy all the dips on Nvidia. They're like, oh, dips, buy the dipskis. Ooh, new dips, buy the new dipskis. There you go, Eugene, right? So use those stop losses, please. Those things are going to save you. Save you. And rubbish pizza? Yeah. Yep. Yep. Nvidia just broke above 120. High of the day was 121.30 ish. Almost. Almost. Hi, be English. Your wife is calling you who? What? Oh my goodness. You're gonna let her call you that without fighting back? That without roasting back? That's what Peter does. Um, She says make better trades. Yeah. Well, your wife should also tell you IB English to come join us in Discord because you're slacking. Good morning, Samuel. What's good morning? What's GME looking like? GME doesn't look too bad, like I said. So as long as GME can find a base, though, right? Stay above the stupid 26 level. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Mm, there you go. And then guess what, pizza? That thing's gonna crawl all the way back up, isn't it? What a day. Yeah, it looks like MLGO is slowly curling back up there. So I think someone was asking in Discord. So uh, hmm. On halted M, thank you. Yeah, it looks like MLGO hit a double top and then backed off. So $5.60 double top resistance. Come on, GME. Anyways, HUDA. Spacky Spacks. That's a nice pop. So that thing actually popped to 2150 then as and now it's backing off. So be careful of a halt down, please. Yeah. I think it's going to fall to 1920 something. Trying to see if we can get an average of once again, you average we you see a surge again. Okay. The average is quite high though, Samuel, without a stop loss. On holo, IB? Yeah, doesn't work. KWE? Okay. Oh wow, surprised there isn't an email. Mullen had news this morning. Mullen announces addition to New England area dealer and initial purchase order. That kind of seems like a vague headline, doesn't it? Seems a bit vague. Hmm. Yeah. There's always holo. Holo. Let me take a look. What's holo doing, anyways? No, Jeff is still kind of watching that one. Yeah. I mean, if holo can stay above 150, that might not be too bad, huh? Stay above $1.50. Yeah, these idiots like selling shares. So that stock keeps getting slapped back down. Yeah, entry is 152. Okay, nice, Jeff. Yeah, your average is quite nice actually. So you don't really have a whole lot to worry about there. KITT. You're looking for an entry, you said? Okay. Looking for an entry. Well, for now, you are sitting at resistance. 1740-ish resistance. I say 1740, that's being generous. It's right at resistance right now. So if you can clear this level at 1720-ish and stay above it, then you're looking for 1850 for your next resistance there, official. Alrighty, unless this thing comes back to like 1650. So like I mentioned earlier, right? If you're looking for an entry into this, 1650 to 16 cents is what you're looking for, as long as it stays above 16 cents. Yeah, all the time. Thankfully, and not based on your trading. Yeah, until you trade better. Yeah, yeah. You're looking for an entry. So yeah, let's see if we can consolidate our 420. So 420 is the level we mentioned last time, Larry. Right. So the safer play here again, we like 420. The safer play though would be to wait for that thing to actually curl about the 9 and the 20, and stay above it. Right. So you can clearly see that it's fighting to hold 420 though, right? Like it really wants to, but that thing needs to clear in clear 430 and actually close above 430, and then that might be a better play for you. Yeah, WLDS looks like it's popping back up here. So all the way to 53 and then back to 63. Not bad. It's now available, John. Ooh, okay. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Oh, it's been there since the market opened. Oh, okay. Oh, la 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 la. Yeah, the markets have really rebounded, which again I think is what's going to keep happening, though, right? Like we're just going to keep going back and forth, back and forth. It's going to look really good, and then it's going to look not so good. It's going to look really good, and then not so good. Just unnecessary volatility is what we're going to see. And it looks like we held that 420 for DSY, right? So DSY 420, and then boom skis 450, right? Next resistance, Eugene, I'll take a look. Are you in the stock? I'll take a look. ISPC, because of bird flu. La, la, la. Yeah, no, I'll take a look, Rusty. That's a nice little pop, right? So again, drop, 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 consolidate above the VWAP 420, and then pop. So that looks good. KITT looks like it's fighting back now too. MLGO really needs to clear this 450, 460 resistance. Yeah, that's the third time it's testing it now. Right, and then HUD is halted. ISPC. Mm, yeah, like I said though, with these names, like with these bird flu names, you only want to play the momentum and not you're not looking for the base, right? You're looking for the breakouts, and clearly this one isn't breaking out, but it seems to be holding a bit of a weird uptrend though. Like from the bottom to like right there, it seems to kind of be creating a nice little uptrend there. So that the bottom of the range is close to 30-ish. Actually, yeah, so 31 something. So I'm just gonna call it 32 cents. So as long as it stays about 32 cents, that's good. That's not what you're looking for though. You're looking for resistance. Your next resistance is actually quite a bit higher. It's 39 to 40 cents. That's what you're looking for, Eugene. Actually, I say that, but then if I look at a different time frame here, there is a bit at. So right there where the 200 is sitting at, which is almost like a double top. So 36.40. So 36.40, and then you're looking for 39.40 cents time, Eugene. Ready? The S&P, Nvidia is still just chilling at the top there, isn't it? Chilling at the top. Resistance. Chilling at the tops. I made good with bird flu stocks you mentioned this morning. Let's go. Good job. Again, it's all about like how you manage these stocks, right? It's all in the way you manage them. Scrolling back up, any other stocks looking promising? Official? Not really. Let me take a look at KWE. KWE. Exactly, Justin. It does look like it's curling, doesn't it, KWE? I think we might have mentioned not letting it go below 60 cents earlier, right? So, yeah, it doesn't look too bad. You do have a bit of resistance right where it's sitting at now, at 70 cents. So, 70 cents resistance, and then support all the way down to again. So, like I said, 65 to 60 cents, as long as it stays above that level. It sea breezy. It did. Nvidia did dip this morning all the way to what? Like we opened and then dipped all the way to 117 and then back to 120. Will it dip again? Probably. So if you're looking for a long-term investment, again, like I said, dollar cost average, scale it slowly. Don't just jump all in at once. But yeah, you can see though, like Nvidia stalling close to $120. Alrighty. As long as Crown stays above 50 cents, wicked wasabi. And then for Crown, I would honestly let that thing consolidate above 10 cents first. It's an interesting, weird little pop. Interesting, weird pop. Mm, hmm. LPA. You still have faith in LPA? Maybe. Chicken soup for the soul. Chicken soup for the soul. La, la, la. Yeah, I need to fix. I need to fix those alerts. Uh, okay. Chicken soups. Yeah, Nvidia with a nice little bounce back. And it looks like WLDS is getting inside now. 45 cents might be your next level to watch. I just want to take a look at CSSE though. CSSE. See if that thing can close about 42 cents here, which it actually did in the last candle. In the last candle. Let's see where that candle closes. See where that candle closes. One second, guys. 50. Okay. There you go. 46. That's a nice little breakout for chicken soup. Chicken soup. Binda, what's your position? If you have a position, if you have a question, just let me know what you're looking for. Thank you. Thank you, Wicked Wasabi. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Let me see what Nvidia is actually doing here. Does it look like it wants to break out? Oh, Nvidia looks hot. Nvidia is like, I'm gonna go back for the highs. Highs of the day. The S&P is not pumping as much though with Nvidia there, and Nvidia is sitting at resistance. I wonder what the S&P does here. I wonder. I wonder. I wonder. Yeah, Nvidia is looking hot. Looking hot. Ooh, that candle also closed below the 9 EMA. Very interesting candles. It looks like it wants to break above 121, doesn't it? Looks like it wants to break out. Let's see. Nvidia calls, Sky. You're in Nvidia calls. Let's go. Yeah, that thing is just sitting at resistance there, so just be careful. But it does look good. La 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 la. 58 cents. Pinda, what's your stop loss at on that thing? What's your stop loss at on that thing? Let me know. I think people need to use stop losses more than they actually do. Mm, let's see. Nvidia is looking for violence, isn't it? Nvidia wants to break out. I'm just watching these candles. I want to see if we actually get a breakout here. See if we actually get a breakout. Hmm. The calls for Sky. Sky is most likely sitting in some same day expiration calls. Some 121s maybe 120s. Yeah, GME is above 28 now. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let me go back to GME. GME. Yeah, that's a really solid bounce actually. Hmm. MP, I missed you. I missed your earlier question. Did I not? Yeah, you missed it again. So, like I said this multiple times this morning, right? If you're looking for an entry into Nvidia, dollar cost average, scale in. Um, if it's a long term play, just scale in into Nvidia. That's my recommendation. Nvidia is sitting at all time, well, not all time highs, but post split. highs. So technically a double top for Nvidia at this price. This is a bit dangerous of an area to be jumping in Nvidia. And speaking of a dangerous area, Nvidia is dipping. So, and there goes your red candle. That's not a massive surprise, is it? Look to the left hand side. It's the same level we failed at earlier today. So it doesn't mean it's done. It just means, again, if you're taking an entry up there, you're asking for violence. But again, if it's a longer term play, Nvidia over time will be over $120, right? Even if we dip to $100, we're gonna come back above 120. So dollar cost average, right? Nah, musty. The daily, nah, too much work, too much work, and not enough benefit, musty. Dang it, I should have stayed in that spy short because Nvidia eventually dipped. 35s. Anyways, back to chicken soup, guys. Chicken soup just tapped new highs of the day, so 49 cents. No, 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 no. There you go. So yeah, MLGO has a lot of resistance up there, doesn't it? You jumped into this thing, right, Justin? Chicken soup? I think you did. Nvidia is tapping new highs there. Ooh, Nvidia. Makes sense to buy right now. It depends which calls you're buying, Lewis. Depends which calls you're buying. Nvidia is dragging all the tech stocks up. Dragging. You're not sick? Okay, fine. You're looking for July 5th, 150s? Oof. I'm a little bit skeptical on I like what Virus is doing. I like what Sky is doing because they're playing momentum for Nvidia right now. You're looking for longer term calls for Nvidia. So Virus is playing the 28 of this month, 135s. So that's a better option chain, especially if it's a gamble, because it really is a gamble at this point. If you buy those calls, right? So I honestly would give Nvidia time. I would wait for Nvidia to break above 121 and actually close above that level. And if you buy those calls, you have to make sure that there's a level we don't go below. Like Nvidia has to stay above 117, right? Post split, the low is 117, so I almost wouldn't let it go below 117. Daniel, it's looking very sus, but it's holding 10 cents. Holding 10 cents. How is that a position already, actually? Oh, I see why. That's because of the ask. The bid and the ask. The bid and the ask. Yeah, Nvidia is struggling here. Again, you can see that supplies on that double top, even though it's fighting. Like Nvidia is really fighting, but it's still resistance. Still resistance, Nvidia. The S&P is actually pushing now. Yeah, SPY is actually looking a lot better than Nvidia. Nvidia is bouncing back though. Oof, that's a nice pop. That's a very nice pop, actually. Okay. A very nice push. We should be getting close to a double top here, though. Should be getting close to a double top. Yeah, musty. There it goes. Nvidia's like, bye guys. Bye. The high of today is 121.25, so we're 5 cents away from it. 5 pennies. I'm gonna put a little resistance line out there. A little resistance line. Lucy? Yeah. Let me pull up Lucy. GME with a dip again. Lucy's actually been slowly going up. Nice, 50 cents to 60. It looks like it's a bigger move, but it's not, right? But it's been slowly creeping up there. Um, let me zoom out and look at a 4-hour time frame for Lucy here. Yep. There's a little bit of resistance at 63 cents. That's the 50 there at 63 cents. So if you're holding Lucy, just be aware. If you're not in Lucy, maybe wait for that thing to clear 63 cents first, or give you a dip. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Nemo Vuru. Verona. That last candle dipped quite a lot actually. Interesting. For new all-time highs. Virus wants monies. It's the Nvidia vibes, you know. Oh my days. Sheesh. If Nvidia breaks this level, oh my goodness. So again, technically this is a double top for now in Nvidia. But that thing still looks strong though, doesn't it? I want to see a fat red candle on Nvidia. A fat red candle. Oh, be nice to Musty. Plus, I don't know diamond handles exactly. Mm, actually, maybe I should. So that's 25. Uh, uh, I'm already laughing, Virus. How to connect? I went through all the comments, but no. I'm gonna find you a video. So the how-to video. Got a lot of videos, so we might have to move this one to the bottom. Copy message link. MU Jordan, you're holding some options, I bet. Where's Pablo? Pablo is most likely on vacation. I'm kidding. Maybe he's sleeping in. Sleeping in, maybe. Yeah, AGRI just looks like it's consolidating above 10 cents, which is not too bad if it can stay above it. MLGO, that thing just looks like it's range bound, up and down, up and down. You're good to go, Bad Karma? Okay. Yeah, so all you have to do is click on indicators and then invite only. Alrighty, indicators, invite only, and then it's right there. So let me know if it's working. If not, and then we can help you out. Let's see. I wonder if we get a breakout here. Actually, where would that be though? That would actually be closing a candle above a level like this. So technically, that's a double top for the S&P this morning. Double tops. No investment for me this week as your allowance is at FFIE. Laura, okay, sounds good. Yeah, looks like we're pushing back up here. It's interesting now though, because Nvidia and Nvidia, and the S&P are not directly correlated anymore. You know how they used to be like really tight safe moves? It's not the same anymore. It doesn't look like, which is interesting. It's very interesting. Mm, you're trading futures, really? Yeah, I noticed that last week. Yeah, I actually wanted to see that happen though. Your message above, Mark. Okay, I'm scrolling. I missed this. Um, there goes Nvidia, guys. Nvidia is sitting at new highs now. New highs for the day. The new highs of the day. The new highs. Mark. Nearly enough excited. I was able to scalp $1,200 off on the lower. Let's go. I will fund you for 1 month. Let's go. Oh, let's go, Mark. Let's go. Mark with another giveaway, guys. Another Legend members giveaway. Let's cook, Mark. Mark scalped $1,200 off on the lower Bollinger Band. I love it. I love it, Mark. When the education really helps you make money, because that's all we want, right? I know people want to wait for easy this, easy that, but I love when like something helps you make money. So Mark, again, so last week we talked about the Bollinger Bands. Mark has been using those really nicely, actually. And if you notice on the last group call we had, that's it, do better. To do better. Last week again, Mark was asking for those Bollinger Bands, right? And he's done really well with them. So, Mark, I really appreciate the giveaways. Thank you very much. And so yeah, let's do some giveaways. How do we do this today, Mark? How do we run this giveaway today? Any ideas, guys? A keyword, random giveaway, or do we have a special something to? Maybe Mark can ask a question in the chat. Actually, there goes Nvidia, guys. Nvidia's like, bye, guys. Bye, bye, bye. There goes. Yeah, Nvidia's pushing, and the S&P is going the opposite way, which is interesting. Yeah, Lauren, let's go. Yeah, Mark is using the algo really, really well. uh, Nvidia sending it. I do want it though. Hashtag Mark Sugar Daddy. No. Mark's wife is gonna come find you, and she's gonna whoop you pizza. Is that a lower high? That kind of looks like a lower high, doesn't it? Hmm. There goes Nvidia, guys. Nvidia is sending it. Very nice. Sky, are you back in those calls? La 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 la. Is the word? No. Mark, any ideas? Any ideas? Let me know. And then we can do a do. Let's see. Cause of you, it and it's printing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's thanks to Virus, by the way. Virus one of those 28s, Lewis. So teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work. Well done, Virus. Telling you, we need to yeah. Yeah, no, virus is amazing with with sharing those ideas, which I really really like. So whenever virus gets in a play, he's gonna spam you until you until until you join, and it's monies. So virus, thanks for sharing. There we go. You think the Fed follows? I really hope so. I really hope they do. I really hope they do, because if they don't, Jeff, the market is priced, a lot of that stuff in already. The market is gonna get slapped. I mean, like, what else are they waiting for? Usually they follow. It's usually around the same time that these, and even if they don't, I think they're gonna give you, like, that, hey, we will at least do this. Um, no, 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 no. Let's go, Lewis. Second, the community is amazing. Let's go, Lewis. Thank you very much. Love it. Should I sending it? It looks really good, doesn't it? You just have a lot of resistance at 455, so I don't mind you scaling out anywhere like 455, 460, because it's been. I mean, look at that, right? Every time we go from the bottom to this level, it's selling off. So I don't mind you taking profits close to that level. There goes your 460 test, right? So, or just move your stop loss aggressively high official, and if it hits, it hits, because you're gonna sell it anyways, right? But DSY looks good. That thing is like go 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 go. It hasn't fully closed the candle yet, but it's done this so many times. Like, look at all these wicks on these candles, right? But not a bad area at all. Not a bad area at all. Uh, Kind of need that thing to break down there. Uh, what do you think of low float SPAC? Yeah, that thing got halted. Let me take a look. It got halted up, and then it got halted down the last time I looked at it. What's your What's viruses, Mr. Vaccine, the criminal. DA. Yeah, it does look really good, doesn't it? Actually, this is beautiful because it again. So if you look to the left hand side, this is what we mean by the breakout retest, right? The breakout retest, right? Again, this is your resistance, this is your breakout, this is your retest. So the fact that that thing went all the way up and then came back to retest that level was perfect. So really good stonk. Your next resistance is 2160, 2150, right? It does look really good. It does look really, 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 really good. It does look really good. La, la, la. Why Nvidia show me only overnight trading? There goes HUDA. So this bottom is 50, so 75 then. Yeah, 75. Cool. Only for 20. I made money this morning. Let's go, Lewis. Well done. Yeah, you have a really good entry, by the way. So obviously it goes without saying, right? Don't let that thing go from 21 all the way back to $16, and you should be fine. Quit buying Nvidia. Why? You don't want people buying Nvidia? Oof. I think we're about to pop again here. Yeah, the market is almost like inverse Nvidia now, which is interesting. Which is very, very interesting. Inverse. Let's go, Luis. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Well done. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Ooh, that thing said goodbye. There you go. Official. I think is officially testing the highs of the day now at 495. Right, so 495, $5, and then it backed off. There you go, official. Did you stay in that thing, or did you just move your stop loss up, or did you take profits? And then yeah, James, I agree with you. I'm on the same page. I think it would be nice for Nvidia to dip and then start the run. But people are looking at Nvidia at the at a time when like AI is hot. Everybody wants to buy the dip on Nvidia. So everybody wants to dip skis on Nvidia. 190. Not good. Okay. Will help Nvidia. You took some profits just now. Okay, that's a pretty good spot to take profits. Better than 460. Hmm. We on day. Yeah, some brokers just don't have it available, Hamza. So there goes your supply zone double top retest $5, and then back to retesting that 460, 460, 450. There. Oh, James, see that's why you're holding stupid puts. You made $300, Larry. Congratulations, well done. There you go. Make those monies, please. Make those monies. Yeah, I think it looks like the S&P is at the highs of the day. Highs of the day. Uh, Highs of the day. Ooh, and the S&P, yeah, so SPY looks good. SPY looks good. There goes DSY with a fat dip. Right, so if you took those profits, congratulations. Well done. Well done, skis. La 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 la. I wanted to look at something else. I just blanked. Sheesh, that's a nice push on SPY there. Wonder if we go from red to green. Red to green on the S&P, maybe. Yep, red to green already. Yeah. No, I do. Yeah. Anyways, Musty. What can you do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nvidia with the curlies. Two, 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 three, two. Do, 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 do. The retest. You're back in Tesla puts? Tesla. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, let's do a Legends giveaway, guys. Let's do a giveaway. Do, do. Let's do a Legends giveaway. My YouTube. Karma, message me your TradingView username. Let me see. Let me take a look. Did you make money? Highest vibe. You made monies in that? And in my own mind, that doesn't count though, does it? Anyways, again, don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Let's get to 200 likes. So smash a like. You made monies. Let's go. Well done. Mm, mm. Do, 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 do. Peter, do you still have that account? Your futures account? Oh no. Sheesh, that's quite the dipskis there on the S&P. It's a fat red candle. Nope. Wait. How did you Okay. Let me take a look. Uh uh MLGO, yeah. We got the alert at $2. Three. Okay, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this one has done really well the entire morning. So from $3 to $5, right? From 2 to 3 to 5, like that's a pretty nice run. Let's go, Peter. Let's go. Yeah, pre-market. Yeah, that's where the double top came in, the highest vibe. Yeah, MLGO just keeps sailing at the same level. So for those of you guys that are in that play, it's the same resistance. Same. For me, perhaps give me thoughts. I made a mistake and got in at 26 cents at 7,700 shares. Did not put a stop loss. I usually do. Okay, let me take a look. CLDI, 26 cents. Hmm. GME. It is not 26. It doesn't look like. Actually, yeah. GME is looking sus again. New lows of the day for GME. New lows of the day for GME. No, Tesla puts. Tesla puts is the easiest monies you make. Every time Tesla goes up, puts Tesla goes right back down. It's like, oh my goodness, Tesla is doing so well. Nope, Tesla's back to the lows of the day. So yep, that nice push to 179. That was a perfect short. Perfect short. Perfect shorts. GME is hurting your heart. Yeah, GME is hurting a lot of people. Very sad. GME. KWE, is it curling? Yeah, it kind of is. So 60, 68.50, 69 cents. That's your next resistance. Aren't you the perfect short? No, that's GME. I'm too tall for, No, that's GME. So official, yeah. So 60, 60, 60, 68.50 to 69 cents. That's your next resistance. Thomas, are you in SOX? Are you in that ETF? Let me know if you are. Spy's looking a bit sus, isn't it? Spy's looking a bit sus here. Like it might visit the grave or something. But let's see where this candle ends up closing at. Again, if you guys have questions, please let me know what the question actually is. Like I'm in this position at this price. I'm looking for an entry. That really helps. Otherwise, everybody's going to be spamming tickers in the chat. Uh, yeah. Uh, what is that position? Is that a... Yeah, it is. Yeah. Stop loss. There goes 70 cents KWE. That's looking better. That's a really good bounce of the 200 EMA though, isn't it? Nice little consolidation there. Yeah, not bad at all. 62 to 60 cents. Yeah, I think we talked about staying above 60 cents, right? So really nice bounce. There goes 70 cents official. Are you in this? If you are, that's a nice play there. So again, close to between 420. So close to 420 as long as you stay above the 200. So stay above 415, Larry. Uh, his portfolio, but I was not sure if that was allowed. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I remember him pulling up something when it was halted. I didn't thought that was his portfolio. You are okay. Nice. Send it. There goes KWE, 73 cents official. Nice. So that's a really good breakout, actually. Everyone in here, FOMO. Yeah, so that was a good breakout above 69 cents, right? Typical breakout, close above, people get excited, right? So good job on that one. Good job, skis. Mm, okay. Uh, okay. Yeah, try Karma. Try refreshing. Oh, I missed a question then. I made a mistake. Oh yeah, no, yeah. So I answered that one in Discord. Virus. For Kelsey. Kelsey. Um, let me go back here and take a look again. But yeah, so Kelsey again. I know you got in at almost 27 cents without a stop loss, right? You have to use those stop losses. Um, okay, I'm gonna pull it up again there in a second. Answered. Okay, perfect. There goes 75 cents official. Congratulations. For the best answer of funniest and most serious. Yeah. So actually, maybe we do a contest for best answer. The okay, he posted a new picture. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Twitter. Twitter. Am I signed in? Or am I not? Let me do it. Oh, I need to log in again. Ah, my goodness. Can I not search? Okay. Let me pull up. The one from 15 hours ago. Okay. So the let's do a game for a giveaway, guys. So, what do you guys think this picture means? So this is a post from the kitty, right? So what do you guys think this means? Like the funniest or the smartest, or and we can pick a winner from this. Deal, dealio. Let's do it. Nice little scalpy. This Joker is bag holding. Disappointment. The Joker, yeah, robbing a bank, taking the monies, taking the monies. He likes the stock and the Joker movie. Options with $300. It's up $46. Okay, sounds good. MP. Did you sell your MP? Did you sell your other GME position though? What did you do with that position? He's walking out now. Uh, Knowing my account is in the negative. That's me clocking out for the day. Knowing my account is negative. That's pretty good. Uh, he's headed to that bridge ahead. He sold, maybe. Zoom in on the cat. There is a 5 on it. A 5 on the cat. Hmm. There's a 5 on it. Uh, we be played. Yeah. The cat is out of the bag. without the head. Ooh, that's a nice push for the S&P there. New highs of the day, guys. Nice push. No, 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 no. Mark, do you want to pick? Do you want to pick out of the answers, or should I pick out of the answers of the cat? He did. I know, Steve. It's wild. It's wild. Wild. I need to look to see that stuff. I hate how you can see the comments. I know Musty had a trick around that, but I don't think it works anymore. Got 5 on it. Closer to that level, yes, Brian. On his way to co-end. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I this has nothing to do with GME, but I still like HP's answers answer the most. Is about to send it within the next 2 weeks. I wonder if the sign out there, South Park, means anything. Disappointment. Roaring Kids needs to pity for his shitty itty pity. Pizza, pizza with the wrap. Yeah, pizza. He's in New York. Just just left in his house. Peter has some pretty funny ones. Ooh, that's a nice push for the S&P. Oof, it's a nice push. No, 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 no. There's a 5 on the cat's head. Yeah, but even if there is though, like I don't know what that means. You know. Yeah, maybe Wes. The cat's head. They said the shareholders meeting in 5 days. Maybe he's going to be appointed to the board. Maybe, maybe. Look at Nvidia looks nice. So if you're holding those calls, you're just smiling now. Smiling virus. Ooh, there might be a little double top there. Be a little double top there, huh? Do. Might be a little double tops there. Perhaps. Perhaps. And that doesn't mean maybe. I mean, most of his pictures don't really mean anything to me. To me, he's just spamming rubbish. Spam, 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 pizza. That is what it looks like to me. Choo, choo, choo. Let me pull up GME here actually. What are we doing? Still dipping? Yeah. So it looks like GME is headed for that 25 minus 10% for the day. Yup. So current low is 25.20. What is it? 25.15. So if it can stay above $25, maybe we can see a bounce. If not, sheesh, straight to the abyss. But I would hope that 25 can act as a bit of a base. $25, hopefully. from work. Everything looks like it's dumping. Everything looks against us today, right? It's the Fed week, right? Every time we go into the Fed meeting, like the week is really really important. So the markets tend to be like, yeah. Come on, Musty. There's a five on the thing's head. That means it's going to $500. It's not. It is not. Is that 25? So, uh, can SPY dip already? Dan, what the hell are you doing? Can you send it down? It's going to $5. Maybe that's what it means. Anyways, who do we vote to be the winner, guys? Who do we vote to be the winner of one of the giveaways? And then for the other giveaway, I think we do a random draw because this one's a bit. This one was hard because you guys all gave like very speculative answers. Unless Mark has one that he really likes. I'm out and I'm taking my bags with me. Yeah, pizza work time. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good, pizza. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Alrighty, be safe and catch you later. 5 days left. 5 days left. Oh yeah, there is a number five on the cat's head. I see it. Huh, that's interesting though. Wow. Yeah, Musty had to play with the color to see the five. Let me zoom out for GME here. Yeah, GME not looking so hot. Not looking so hot. Uh, most that's one. La, 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 la. There you go. Yeah, GME is not looking good at all. So yeah, the kitties spec with a bit of a bounce, a little bit of a bounce there. The S&P is looking good though. SPY looking good. It's 84. Okay. You're in a position now though? Yeah, as long as it stays above 73 cents. As long as it stays above. As long as it stays above. Wait. Hmm. Okay, there we go. New lows, yeah. SPY is living its best life. Highs on highs on highs. Yup. Highs on highs on highs. I don't mind. Just keep pumping it, hell, hell, hell. Just keep sending it. Yeah, you are? Okay. Very nice virus. Uh, pick one. Okay, okay, sounds good. So we're gonna pick a. I'm gonna do HP for one, and then the other one we're gonna do a random. We're gonna do a random winner. Deal, deal. So HP, congratulations, and then for the other one, guys, we're gonna do a random giveaway. And then the giveaway, the hashtag for the giveaway, guys. It's loading, loading, loading. Hashtag get loading. Hashtag loading. Well, that's not the hashtag, by the way, so don't do that. The hashtag is gonna be a hashtag kitty. So I'm gonna type it in the chat. So again, Mark is giving away two Legends memberships. Mark, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. So for the second giveaway, let's go HP. So yeah, send me an email HP. For the second giveaway, just type in hashtag Kitty, and then we will let the randomizer pick a winner for the giveaway. Deal. Let's go, Mark. Yeah, KWE. Nice little bounce there, Justin. Nice little bounce. Let me log in actually, see what this looks like. Hashtag Kitty. So yeah, let's do that for another 30 seconds and then pick a winner. Did you make money on that crowd scalp, Mark? It goes almost. You might be approaching that. Yeah. So getting really close to 80 cents. I don't know if you're gonna get 83 cents, but it's going for it though. Is going for it. That thing tapped 81.50. Um, okay, perfect. It goes 82. You're really close. You're really, really close. KWE. And there you go, 83 cents. That's what you wanted, right, Justin? I think. I think that's what you wanted. Uh, na. There you go. 80% at 80? Okay. Hmm. Okay. $150 cup. No, exactly, Mark. It really all adds up. Um, Meetings. Okay, sounds good, Mark. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Talk later. Alrighty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love it. So let's do the giveaway, guys. We can stop spamming now. The winner for the giveaway, guys. Ooh, that thing is sending in, Mark. Oof. KWE said, "Damn, that was a quick breakout." Sheesh. I blame Justin for that. Blame Justin, guys. So the winner for the giveaway, guys, we can stop spamming now. The winner for the giveaway is roll it. Chavo. Let's go, Chavo. Chavo, send me an email. Send me an email, and I'll send you an invite. Already. So congratulations. Chavo has won the giveaway. Well done. GME is now at $24. Nasty. Actually, no. GME bounced up 24.30 back to 25. Again, don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe if you're new, and if you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom of the chat from Nightbot. Come join us in Discord. You're welcome, HP. So yeah, make sure you send me an email. Make sure you send me an email already. Send me an email, and I'll send you an invite. Cool. Choo, choo, choo. I bet you Chavo is delayed, guys. Delayed. Delayed. Uh, okay, sounds good, Lynn. Uh, yep. Oh wow, time goes by really quickly. Yeah. Um, really, really quickly. Let's do 10 more minutes, guys. 10 more minutes, and then I do have to hop off and do some one-on-ones. Um, yeah. uh, but a lot more orders at $20. Yeah, I think if we struggle at 25, then you're looking for closer to to that $20 area. So I don't mind that. GZ, I know. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Mm, I'm not gonna lie, like everything just looks sus today. My goodness, everything I look at, it's like sus. Mm, let me take a look. KITT doesn't look too bad. It's still just consolidating, isn't it? And then BURU just yeah, that dipped it to retesting 16 cents wasn't too bad, was it? So if you're looking for a brand new position in BURU, 16 cents, not bad. Not bad at all. Uh, would increase the price? No. So no. Exercising them would cause the price to go up because he's basically buying all. He's again exercising them would be buying a whole bunch of shares, or the market makers to give him a whole bunch of shares. So again, exercising would, just closing them would not. Right. So closing would be selling the contract. Right, selling the contract to somebody else. It doesn't increase the price. But exercising, on the other hand, though, oof, would cause some excitement because people would look at that and actually say, okay, well, first of all, he's buying a whole bunch of shares. The market makers now need to give him those shares, which should be available. Yeah. Um, and also, like, I think retail would look at that and say, oh, damn, the dude is actually holding a whole bunch of shares now, not just options, right? Maybe I want to buy GME too. But yeah, just closing them would mean, yeah. He Yeah, Azul. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, correct. Yeah, correcto. There it goes. There goes 91 cents. Oh my goodness, KWE. Whew. That thing is sending it. My goodness. That thing just broke above $1 like it was nothing. 102. I'm surprised they haven't halted this thing yet. Surprised they haven't halted it. They might have just halted it now though. That last high though was a little bit higher at 107, so it's halted up now. KWE. That's why Justin kept a little bit of the position. Make like it more. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, 70 cents Nemo. Yep, nice. Uh, 1.5 musty. Okay. Always leave a runner. Yeah, that's okay. That was a really nice scalp for you. You got stopped out at 73. Yeah, you remember earlier we said it needed to stay above 73, right? Because 73 ish, you can kind of see it consolidating up the 20 EMA. So your stop loss might have been a little bit sus, just because again that's technically a double bottom, even though it's on a really small time frame, it's still a double bottom, and it held above the 20 EMA and then pop straight to supply. You stayed in today. It doesn't. Okay, okay, sounds good. Okay. Instantly sell. Okay, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. ELBM. Below the 200 SMA, I'm not sure. EMA, I'll take a look. MLGO. MLGO. Yes. In at 64 out of the dollar, Brad. Congratulations. Well done. Lena, it looks like it's trying to bounce off 390, isn't it? What's your question now? Like, I see a ticker, I don't see a question. Jonathan, I would. I would. Right, so you might be able to do again right below or just go right below a dollar, right? Uh, let's go 40% on at the moment. My stop loss set at 96. Yeah, there you go, right below a dollar, right? So I hope it keeps going. Yeah, but either way, you're going to secure profits, like you said. Yeah. So well done. Well done, well done. What's a good stop loss? Right around again, right below a dollar is what I would do. So right around like 99 cents is what I would do, or slightly lower if you want to, or you can just use again, right below that hold price. Right, Lena, what did you get in ad? Notice. Failed. Yeah, it looks like GME is trying to bounce a little bit, but I bought at 460. I bought at 460. And it drops. So I tried to do a market sell, but you did a market buy. I yeah. The only issue here is you don't have a stop loss, right? That thing went from $4.60, Lena. Right, it went from 460 all the way to 495. You still didn't have a stop loss, and then it went all the way to 390, and you still don't have a stop loss, right? So you have to use that stop loss immediately. Right? Yeah, you have to use that stop loss immediately, and it has to be tight. It again from 460 all the way to 390. That's way too much room in between for to not have a stop loss, right? You tried, um, but it dropped. If you bought this thing at 460, Lena, that thing had you had again. You had a candle that went to 470. You had another candle that went to $5. Right, so you were up 40 cents, and then you had another candle that was still above. So you had a few minutes. That thing was sitting there for 5 minutes in that range you bought at, and then eventually dropped. Right, so you have to see. You have to again. As soon as you buy it, you're setting the stop loss. Right, if you're hesitating, then that's when it becomes a problem. Or again, if it spikes like that really quickly to supply, right? Again, right to resistance. You know that this is supply, right? Into resistance. $5, get rid of it, right? KWE is on halted, guys, and it popped. That thing popped all the way to $1.16, right? I like when it pops like that, so you at least your stop loss doesn't hit, and you have time to move your stop loss up if you want to, and blah 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 blah. So that's good, right? So 107 KWE. 107. Looking good. No, 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 no. So HP, I just sent you an email now with an invite link. So click the link and then you should be good to go. Potential additions to the S&P 500 include Apollo, Palantir, Coinbase, la, 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 which puts them well above the minimum for 12 billion required for. Can you imagine if Palantir got added to that thing? Oof! Can you imagine taking your profits? Let's go explicit. Come on, give me a high five. Well done. Well done, skis. Well done. Yeah, secure those monies and move on. Claudia, you're connected and good to go. Perfect. Welcome. 69 cents. Yeah, 69 to a dollar four. That's a pretty nice scalp. Well done. Yeah. Well done. So yeah, HP. I'll be able to see when you click the link, and so yeah, let me know when you yeah. Nvidia with a little bounce. A little bounce. Yeah, 5 more minutes, guys, and then we're gonna hop off so I can go do some other stuff. Uh, yeah, 390. Yeah, it does seem to have a demand zone between 390 and 380. So it kind of needs to stay above that level, doesn't it? Nvidia GME is back below $25. So no real signs of like wanting to consolidate yet. KWE is fighting to hold $1. Roaring depression. That's funny. Funny, funny, funny. Yee. Yeah, the markets do look good today, though. So it looks like a continuation to brand new all-time highs. So again, the markets better behave, or the Fed better cut rates. Because if they don't, oh my days, the Feds better cut rates. If they don't, it's gonna be blood, blood in the streets. So they better do it. Who thinks the Fed doesn't cut rates on Wednesday? I have a feeling they won't, but I'm hoping that they give the market like hope that, you know what, we're gonna do it because it's time. Maybe on the next meeting we're gonna do it, right? I think the market would be okay with that. I think the part that would be sucky is if they don't cut rates and they no cuts. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna cut rates either. But I'm hoping that they give, like you know, um, at least I hope that they point towards cutting rates. Right? If there's no indication of them cutting rates like at all at any point, sheesh, blood. Like if these dudes are like, we're just gonna keep looking at the data. The market is gonna slide so quickly. Um, you're gonna feel like anyways. Like we're just gonna slide. As many people as yeah. You joined? Okay. Uh, you should be good to go now, HP. Should be good to go. For rate cuts, and when finally comes the market is yeah, Wes, that's usually how it is though, right? Remember that chart we showed like a few months back whenever the Fed, pivots, like when they start cutting rates, you get a spike, right? Because obviously it's a good thing, but then eventually the market has nothing else to look forward to. So then we start dipping. But I feel like, again, if they do announce rate cuts, we're going to keep going up. And also the fact that it's an election year, we're just going to keep slowly creeping up. And then eventually we're going to see a big, big, big retest, a big, big, big retest. Let's go, HP. Let's go. Do, 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 do. Absolutely. When it was included, 3:30. Yeah. Go spy go. Yeah, the S&P is just sending it since the reverse splits. Yeah, that's a rubbish stock though, Musty. It's a pretty rubbish stock. Oh, the markets look hot. Like the S&P is just sending it. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Talk about pump it. Talk about pumping it. That thing said, "Catch me outside." Yeah. No, they haven't yet. They haven't closed anything yet. There's an interesting what is that? That's KWE. Yeah. When you see that thing stalling like that, though, people tend to take profits for KWE, right? Like it's stalling too much, going sideways too much. People tend to take profits. People tend to take profits when they see stuff like that. Anyways, let me know if you have any last questions, guys, and then we're gonna hop off so I can do some other stuff, and then hopefully we can come back at the end of the day. If it's really slow, what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to do a Legends voice chat for the Legend members already. Like if it's really, really slow, I'm just going to do yeah, if it's really slow, instead of coming back on stream, I'm just going to do the same stream we have now, but in the Legends voice. So Legends only. Dio? That's if the market is slow. So again, let me know if you have any last questions, and then I'm going to hop off. La, 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 la. That's an interesting dip there. Interesting dip. So again, don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. You got the dip to 85. Yeah. That thing dipped below, didn't it? And then popped. Yeah, it actually broke below that 80 level, which is annoying actually. Because technically it's not a close below 80, so it's still holding that support, but it broke below. So now they can use that as a technical bounce. Again, let's get to 200 likes before we hop off, guys. If you haven't smashed a like yet, what are you waiting for? Smash a like. Let's get to 200. 20 more people smash a like. Let's get to 200, guys. Come on, smash it. Trevor, thank you very much. Where's Steve going? I'm leaving for a week vacation tomorrow. Okay, sounds good. Yes. Where are you going, Steve? Where's your vacation to? Let's go. You made $250 official. Well done. Well done, skis. Monies. Come on. So we're going to be in stock general in Discord while I do some one-on-ones, and then again, if it's slower and we don't want to come back and stream, I'm gonna be well, after I'm done all my chaos, and then I'm gonna go to the Legend Voice channel. You have to be a Legend member to join that though, um, so keep that in mind. Alrighty. So if you're not a Legend, make sure you then we can kind of use that as an education class as well, an education session. See you in Discord, Veronica. See you in Discord's calendar. Ready? Be safe, all. Don't do any crazy things today. Today seems a bit, scary. Oh my goodness, that thing said, "Thank you very much." Right in that demand zone, and then a pop. Right in the demand zone. The S&P. Where's the S&P dipping to actually? Okay. Yeah, the candle on SPY is pretty aggressive. Let's go, Carlos. Welcome to the community. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm gonna send you an invite at the bottom, and then I'm gonna hop off because I'm almost late. So Carlos, click the link at the bottom of the chat there, and then follow the steps in the getting started channel. Alrighty, cool, cool, cool. Alrighty. Yeah, so Carlos, click that yellow link at the bottom and then just follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Other than that, guys, again, much love. Thank you very much for the support. Again, smash a like if you haven't already before you hop off. Hit that subscribe if you're new. If you do become a member, just send me an email. The email is at the top, Hudreds X, and I'll send you an invite. Be safe, and I'll catch you guys later. Alrighty, guys. Much love. Virus, thrust.